What's up, y'all? Ronald, Kent, Comics, and Coffee. This is me. So, let's just talk a little bit about Doomsday, about these trailer snippet releases. So, okay, Avatar is coming out. Supposed to be, this is the rumor. There's the rumor. I know y'all heard it from everybody, but I just want to say it to make sure I'm in line here. Next 4 weeks, 4 releases. First one will start this week on Friday. I believe it's the 19th, right? But the first one, so let's just talk about the first one. We'll discuss the other ones as they come. Steve Rogers is supposed to be returning. Steve Rogers is supposed to be returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, end of Endgame, Steve Rogers went into the past to be with Peggy. Came back, gave Sam his shield, went back. So now we see if this is a real trailer, if this is a real teaser that he, Steve Rogers, now is with child. Wow. So there's so much speculation here because we don't know what world is this in. What timeline is this in? Is this the timeline that we've been following since the last of, what was that, phase 4? Phase 4, right? Endgame. I got my phases kind of mixed up, I think, now, but I believe that was phase 3. Then we went into phase 4, so that was really phase 3. But Endgame. So, if this is the case, then that means they say Steve Rogers will return in Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. Wow. So this is great speculation. What will Steve Rogers be doing? Is he going to come back and be Steve Rogers as we knew before he went and then came back as an old man Steve Rogers? Is he going to come back as young man Steve Rogers? Is he going to come back to lead the Avengers? Because he's Steve Rogers, right? He gave the shield to Sam Wilson, who is now Captain America. And I know a lot of people are, have a problem with the way that whole thing went down. They don't believe that. No, Sam Wilson will not ever be Steve Rogers, because you know why? Because Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson is Sam Wilson. They are both going to lead and be their own person, their own Captain America. They have different experiences. They have different backgrounds. They cannot be the same person. So there's no way that they can be the same person. So I see people say, oh, Sam could never be Steve Rogers. He'll never be Steve Rogers. You are 100% right. I know you mean that in a way that's negative, not in a nasty way, but not in a positive way. No, he won't. Steve Rogers will never be Sam Wilson. They are two different men, and they will lead and carry on that mantle of Captain America and the way that suits who they are and what they represent in their background. So when Steve Rogers comes back, I guess maybe he'll be Agent Steve Rogers, because that's a great role for him. I think that was in Infinity War, when he had to go and rescue Vision and Scarlet Witch, or Wanda. I think they were in Italy or wherever they were. Yeah. Well, we've seen him, we've seen him in the comics too. He's great as Agent Steve Rogers. But yeah, it's very interesting because now is Steve Rogers going to take that lead role in one of the teams? Where will Reed Richards play his role as far as his interaction with Doctor Doom? To the point now where I'm accepting that the Fantastic Four will not have that relationship with Doctor Doom that they had and their story, and who they are and what their story really is. I don't believe that's ever going to be, at least not within the next movie or two. But the fact that they are coming and they are all going to come together and they're all going to listen. The epitome, the greatness of this movie is the fact that X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, New Avengers, all the Sony guys, okay, the all of these different it's all Marvel. It's all Marvel. All these different owners are bringing in all these people. Only one that will be missing is Miles Morales, but they're not allowed to use Miles Morales. But I don't want to talk to them. But all I wanted to do is just kind of touch base on Doomsday. Do I believe, you know what, I'm almost to the point where I don't even know if I believe that these teasers are real teasers. Yeah, I know they've taken them down off of Twitter. Blah, 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 blah. Do I believe Steve Rogers? I do believe that, but I don't believe that these teasers that they're giving us are, I don't know if they're legit. What do you think? What do you think, people? You think they're legit? Put in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Don't forget to do it. Till next time, I hope you're enjoying, we're advancing to the holidays, and got some butter cookies here. Enjoying these suckers and some apple cider. All right, y'all. Till next time.